Oddly very happy that they put this message at the bottom. As starting off the second half video doing exactly the thing I praised him for several times during the first half, that being his consistency to his personality and loyalty to Iruma. Absolutely adore her character, that's so cute and funny and everything. This was not getting a win until the end where the guy kept saying, "What's going on?" over and over again. Oh man, comedy like that is ideal to me. The fact that my waifu and not yours is still in this anime gets it a fat win. Look at her, but not too much. Don't be disrespectful looking at my waifu, you feel me? 2 wins here, firstly because he genuinely didn't know that was her the entire time. I'd forgotten about that whilst away working on JoJo's Stone Ocean. And second win is for the unexpected art style change, pleasantly reminding me of how varied this anime is. Also, as always, please be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe because I love you! Okay, once again, I like her an unreasonable amount. She's super cute in this instance too. Take a very rare additional win here for Jotaro. Like I mentioned before, I only just finished working on Stone Ocean Part 1, and to say that I was thrilled to be back in the world of JoJo again would be putting it very lightly. Glad to hear his voice here again, essentially. A scenery shot of the school that wasn't in the first half. His reactions to each of their battle group goals, and I must admit, I still really enjoy hearing Asta's voice as his character. Sudden beautiful looking art style change with animation! Boo-ha! From Black Clover! Using this moment to introduce the fact that people are treated differently due to their amount of magic, and how magical items can also come into play as a factor. Very much similar to Black Clover, actually. She is the source of like a solid 50% of the anime's comedy for me, I swear. This scene also gets a win for reminding me again that this is a school and that there are naturally school elements to it, but with, of course, the demon-related twist. Always keeps things refreshing in this way. Yes. Beyond brilliant that this has been introduced to the ring, different levels allowing him to control differing amounts of power for the situation.
Iruma-kun,
and already it comes into play, balancing his actions a little, not making everything so overpowered all the time. It's an incredibly clever addition. Her going all out for Iruma. God, she's cute! Working into the storyline an actual genuine reason why he didn't visit the student council president that day. Man, Man, I love the animation in this. So clear and crisp. The colour palette never ceases to captivate my eager eyes. This kid straight up reminding me of All Might. Weird win, but just like I mentioned during win number 181, that looks really pleasing to my eyes. Again, very brief and dealt with in a funny way, but I do think it's decent that they keep reminding us of his prior, much more difficult lot in life. Really helps to contrast his present day today. Animating everyone in this hallway for this one very quick scene. Dedication!
Iruma-sama!
I adore the dynamic between them all. Music like this fits so nicely to the anime. Like, it's nothing outstanding like you'd hear in ReZero or Vivi Fluorite Ice song, but it's still perfect for the vibe they're shooting for.
Iruma, Asmodeus, Kurara, Magu 研究バトラ入団決定。バトラ見学これにて終了。
Even though he didn't join my waifu as I thought he would, it's still nice that he's joined this dude and for numerous reasons. Mainly how it feeds into his lack of magic due to being a human, which could come into play. She's brilliant.
バトラによる発表会、もとい新入団員のお披露目会ですね。
Praised already once during the first half, but why not again, using a different written language for this new world? That's just pure old dedication! Also praised already once during the first half, but why not again, using various items to really spruce up the demon vibe they're going for, like the skull tiebacks on the curtains, the slightly webbed looking tablecloth, and the symbol of the demons on the wall kind of looking like a bat shape. Introducing us all of a sudden to a bunch of new and powerful characters, really opening up the door on this world's lore unexpectedly.
Ari, Belial-sama, Sullivan-sama, Lady Levy-sama.
Firstly, I love the change in style. Secondly, this meeting has been a trove of lore for pretty much everything outside of their school. They went over dangers in the area, trading, food shortages, and all sorts. Erase a head from My Hero and Yami from Black Clover. Their power on display right here just really got me thinking of Nen from Hunter x Hunter. Take a win for the fond memories. Unexpected doting on grandchildren related scene of wholesomeness.
Yay! Yosh, Itoshi no Iruma-kun no moto e kaeru zo!
On top of loving the voice actor's work, like I mentioned in the previous video, it's wonderful to see how much Iruma means to him, worlds apart from his old life with his parents. End of episode, sudden plot twist!
デートの回数を増やすことにするか。
生徒会の4人はデートを重要な見回りのことだと思っている。
Also, they could take an end of episode final win here. I like the idea that they misconstrue the meaning of the word date and go on an extra aggressive patrol each time.
今は食後のゲームしてますね。
ゲームずるいずるいずるいすぐ帰るから
Yeah, go on. It's basically the same win as 199, but still, it just gets one. She's still in this anime too. She's my second Iruma-kun waifu, and she's 100% not yours!
しばらく理事長代理はカルエゴ君ってことで
On top of that funny I lost reaction that made me laugh harder than likely intended. I mean, it's so over the top for losing a game. I'm also enjoying how they're making it so that demons can't just do whatever they want. They've introduced rules to the world and laws, and I dig that. Just straight up awesome looking visuals right there.
証拠がないならなぜこのタイミングで拘束したのだ
どうも腑に落ちん。
Unexpectedly actually adding in a little bit of tension here, and a dash of mystery by suggesting that there could be more to his arrest than obviously for story shenanigans.
カルエゴ先生、すでに理事長としての威厳が。
Kawaii.
プレッシャーを感じてるんですか、理事長代理。大丈夫ですよ、僕がついてます、理事長代理。
This guy being so very over the top friendly with him all the time.
先輩、元気出せ。
やめろ。それで元気が出るのはお前だけだ。
いや、堪忍なこんな話して。
He's actually playing the game with her. She's so funny, I love her.
うちの出し物、絶対に見に来てね。
Animating multiple characters moving within single shots like a bunch of legends.
花火はどうですか。
花
火？
火薬の詰まった弾を空に打ち上げて。
空で火薬を爆発。
飛行車を撃ち落とす？
殺戮兵器？
違う。
Things like this are handled so well, where he mentions something clearly just from Earth that confuses them all. That could so easily have been brushed aside, but instead, they mention it several times to great effect.
パジャマ、枕、その他もろもろ、さあ、レースお止まり。
やかましい。透明な壁ですね。
トントン、入ってますか？
She's the best!
ドンドンパパ
ごめん、聞こえなかった。
Just like in the first half, credit where it's due for essentially creating the manga. Dedication.
それでもありがとうございます。
Oh, she's so cute!
はい。
みんな、明日から頑張ろな。おやすみ。
驚いた。
なんや、寝るんやなかった。
That went from seriously wholesome to funny in less than 10 seconds. That's some skill right there. Basically, the entire brilliantly done pillow fight.
俺たちで悪魔学校バビルスをぶっ壊すんだ。
はいな。すぐにでも。
Genuinely fantastic and unexpected plot twist right there. In fact, they can have a maximum 2 wins award. Like, I knew something was coming, but not that he'd be involved from the school. Blew me away!
バトラパーティーとは、バトラに入団した1年生のお披露目会。
期間は前夜祭、盆栽、高野祭の3日間。
The fact that they keep using variations on normal Japanese school events.
会場はここ。前にはと中央広場。
みんな覚えられたかな？
If you know me and you know this channel, you'll know I dig maps, and this one counts. It's just more cute and colourful than normal, you feel me?
特賞はなんと団長のランク2ランクアップ。
I know it's very unlikely, but I don't even care. I want Iruma to win this just for my own personal gratification.
しかし安心しろ。これはバトラ全体の行事だ。
It's a small thing, but on top of already not walking on the spot, meaning loads of extra frames needed and hard work from an animator or animators, they even changed the position of his tail so many times. Like they didn't have to do that, just dedication to the craft. A small but decent example of mixing CGI and hand animation to great effect. Also though, so very much not walking on the spot that I can't not shout it out, not when they do it twice so close together.
中央広場に大勢の生徒が集まって鐘の音を聞く。そこを狙う。
Adding a really dark and sinister turn to the story, which up till this point has been incredibly light and happy-go-lucky for the most part.
なんも知らんと協力してくれた可愛い後輩たちのおかげでなんとかなりそうやわ。
Just adding another one here for how sorry I feel for Iruma that this twist has occurred and because it was built upon so excellently, dropping subtle little nods at how he sees them as kindred spirits. Oh, plot twist!
理事長代理。
その呼び方はやめろと言ったはずだ。
じゃあ理事英語先生にします。
やめろ！
There's so many rare examples of essentially double wins given by me during the second half, but again man, having Jotaro is ideal in this and he's fantastic as this character. The way he almost panics when saying stop is amazingly funny.
学校のみんなにキリオ先輩の努力を証明する。それこそが
キリオ先輩の野望に近づくことになると思うんです。しましょう。ほんまにお揃いなんやな。
Excellent character building in this episode and the last, really fleshing out this part of the story. I'm really impressed at how well it's been put together and how it's brushed aside the notion that Iruma-kun as a story is basically episodic by nature.
イルマ様、アミー先輩。
発射台できた
ええやないの。組み立てもバッチリやし。
これで行くのですか。
The dynamic between their trio just continues to draw me into an unreal degree. Really appealing. Very few times do I ever feel like this, as normally something disrupts the harmony, and most of the time for no reason.
明日はみんなで応援に行くから頑張ってねクララ。
It's still a win that they're still putting pictures in picture frames. Again, just look at normal anime. Most of them be blank. They can afford the frame but not the picture. No family memories to display.
父様は仕事で行けないって。
どうでもいいわ。
Must be a sign of how much I'm loving the characters that I'm looking forward randomly to seeing their family members at this event.
アズ君？もちろんです。前々からイルマ様の所属するこのバトラが。
It's been a long time since I enjoyed the style of an anime's animation so much. Well, I say that. JoJo's Stone Ocean Part 1 of 3 was the last video I created and I adored that. But other than that, it's very true.
ごちそうさまでした。
残念だったな。イルマ様はこの倍の量もペロリだぞ。
I mean, let's be real. It's her randomly deciding to poke them that makes the damn scene. It's so random. She's poking them.
ビラビラしてたらいつの間にか詰まっちゃったの。いつの間にかな。
目を感じますね。
他にも見どころは水中サーカスとか魔獣闘技とか。
Creator could have been understandably lazy here and merely focused on their own event, maybe one other, but instead has fleshed out about 10 different events in total, all with a demon vibe or twist to it.
特賞は我がマグ研究バトラがいただく。
I don't think that was CGI, and if it wasn't, that was the height of scene dedication. Animating all of their classmates walking away, tons of frames for such a small thing, they're nuts!
バカ者、早く消せ。危ない。
助かった。
どうなることかと。打ち上げるのは本祭開始の時だ。さっき説明しただろうが。
そっか。
That incredibly delayed, oh yeah, just made this.
あんなに自分の目標に一生懸命な先輩だもん。心配いらないよ。
It's really heartbreaking that Iruma, who has been nothing but a sweetheart this entire season, ends up meeting someone like this. Someone who betrays that trust and kindness. Very brief but very detailed school scenery shot set against the setting sun. I'll be honest, I've been feeling tense the past couple of minutes in the build-up. That's a first, so that's a single win on its own. But also, I didn't actually think it'd end up going through with any of it. Not any of the stages of the plan beyond taking the gunpowder anyway, and yet he's done this. Colour me shocked and surprised. It's incredibly brief, but that's a straight up work of art right there.
ここにもバリアが。隙間がある。隙間？
Nice use of the Tsukima phrase right there, which in fairness does also mean gap, of which he just went through one.
すっごー。
どれほどの魔力を練り込めばこんなバリアを作り出せる。ランクテト、いやヨドクラスの悪魔の魔術でなければ破壊できない代物など。
On top of this being an awesome display of his power and the strength of the barrier, it then nicely led into a knowledge drop regarding how powerful it is rank-wise, which was appreciated. Let's be real, awesome animation on that as well. Gorgeously detailed.
企画プログラムには、
サプライズだものね、カルエゴ先生。
Coming up with this clever technique to calm down the students by making out like it's all a surprise and part of the festivities and nicely avoiding a plot hole about why the students didn't panic.
報告。学園はすべてバリアで覆われています。出入りは不可能です。
Take a final, well-deserved win for this plot twist. Never did I think they'd go down a route like this. As I mentioned before, it makes it a true arc, not episodic. It introduces world-building factors, as well as very likely character building from the main crew, and has a darker element to the whole ordeal. It's brilliant to me.
すぐそちらに伺います。
Introducing this element as a means by which to also keep them separated from Iruma.
もっちのランラン見たことあるもの出せるんほいほいほいほいほいほい
クララすごい。北階段が通れます。なるべく左側の壁伝いに。折り返すときは右側伝いに。
Seeing them all work together is oddly wholesome and, more importantly, awesome. Both sums.
その魔力保有量も魔界で指折り。せやけど。
Getting another look, even briefly, at another part of this demon world.
信じられない。
本当にメーカーの子かよ。
恥ずかしいやつ。
雑魚じゃないもん。それはあんたたちみたいな品のない奴らのことを言うのよ。
Starting off the process of exploring why he's taking the actions he is, also injecting an element of empathy from the viewer, or trying to draw it out of us, which helps us to see him as more than just a simple villain, and is how the best ones are built.
頭に浮かぶたびに思うね。
もう一回見たいなーって。今になってはっきりと自覚した。ここは魔界で僕は人間、そして彼は悪魔だ。
Brilliant scene for so many reasons, but chief among them has to be Iruma's understanding that he really is in another world and this is a demon before him. That's so poetic. But also taking his character in this direction totally blindsided me. Seriously impressed at how they didn't go for a cliche-sounding sob story.
耳を澄ませてみろ。今の魔界では悲鳴も怒号も聞こえねえ。生ぬるくって吐き気がする。
And then this here is another epically wild twist. There are a group of demons who hate the way things are now, really peaceful, and wish for things to go back to their violent past. Never expected this, and great world building as a result too.
君の大事なもんが壊れてなくなっていく様。君をバリアの箱に入れて絶望する様子を見ていたい。
Man, this is seriously dark. I felt like this was a pure comedy for the most part. I'm so shocked it's insane. The things he is saying. Like I said, dark.
絶望しても状況は変わらないし、お腹も膨れない。僕が動かないとダメなんです。
This is not how I thought this would go down.
だから先輩が悪でも逃げない、絶望もしない。あなたの野望をぶち破ります。
Okay, that's excellent. Seriously poetic again, how the story and characters opposing each other were formed too. So nicely done by the writer. Also though, credit to Iruma as a character, he's showing a level of determination and courage that strikes me as being in the same vein as Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Loving it.
僕はみんなが傷つくのも嫌だし、僕らの花火が使われるのも嫌だし、この花火をちゃんと見てもらえないのも嫌だ。届け！
Even though it ends briefly without breaking through the barrier, Take Two wins for the mixture here of the music and his actions, and to top it all off, that stunningly gorgeous looking animation. Unreal. That was stupidly fantastic. As you can imagine, another 2 wins are in order for that, and for pretty much exactly the same reason as the previous Double Wins award, but also for mixing in Iruma essentially firing off the fireworks he wanted to the entire time, and potentially him being made a hero for saving people, and finally for displaying what looks to be godlike magic powers again to impress the student body. I loved that so much you have no idea. Take one here as well for that music, probably the most outstanding I've heard in the series, if only because it stands out to my ears, and also for their reactions ranging from relief to anger to blissful joy depending on who is witnessing it.
なんやねん。ああ、なんやねん、なんやねん。
Unexpected! He actually saved him from falling, showing there's more to him than first anticipated since the reveal of his true nature. What an episode this has been!
Good morning, Iruma-kun.
Grandpapa Kazuma is back!
よし
My goodness, they really aren't messing about with some of the awesome looking magic, are they? This brief scene once again showing different areas of the world, and it's all so varied. It's like I can hear Kazuma fighting some street goons when he's like this. In case you're watching this and didn't see the first half, he voices the main character in most of the Yakuza games, by the way. His grandpa being a straight up legend and not only making the effects look even better, but at the same time legit saving everyone again. If you thought with all of them heading there like a bunch of badasses, arriving and throwing up several incredibly sick looking magical skills whilst that music played wasn't getting them another maximum 2 wins award, you're fooling yourself!
カオスがお預けなんは残念やけど楽しかった。また遊ぼうって。
Adding in this statement, serving as a way to tell us that this isn't over yet, and also that he's very likely to reappear again in the future. This is great because he deserves some credit for what happened, even if it wasn't a full acknowledgement of how he saved all of their lives.
本当にお前はいつも私の想像を超えていくな。しかし、打ち上げるなら時間を言っておけ。一緒に見ると言ったではないか。
I really do like her. I'm gonna miss her when the season's over. Hopefully this does well views-wise and I can comfortably do the second season without worrying about how I'm gonna pay my bills. The Valak family and their amazing introduction! They went and animated a song again. I don't know if it's the same as the one during the first half video, but I'll assume it's not. But even if it is, they get a win for brand new visuals. A lot of work goes into a song like that. Also, that the family is crazy.
Oscar!
Not only is this hilarious, as he actively fights her off, so that's one win. But also, kawaii! Showing the families having fun, slowly lowering the music down and highlighting how he's alone with a spotlight was beautifully done. Ah man, then you go and contrast that with the bright and happy looking visuals as his grandfather picks him up literally and figuratively. So wholesome!
はあ、
なんとかしてくださいよ。
祝しましょう。
もう勘弁してください。
ほら、あそこでって、カルエゴ先生。
Not sure how many times I can explain how crazy good of a fit he is for this particular anime and especially character. Can't withstand the wholesomeness! It's too strong! What a stunningly well-detailed building! I don't really see how it's possible for her to end up being even more attractive than usual here, but they somehow managed it. I'm not a scientist, so I don't get these things. Well, that was unexpected, and perhaps because it was unexpected, that's for the best? I really didn't think that they would end up with nothing though.
こんな賞を取るバカども皆で嘲笑ってやろうさっさと上がってこいマグ研究バトル
Masterfully circumventing our expectations right there, like the best stories can often do, whilst showing real appreciation for his actions on the sly.
貴様は自分の危険に慣れすぎている癖があるもっと教師を頼れバカめ
How his statement nicely links into a prior one, questioning why Iruma didn't call upon him when faced with that giant beast during the first half. Don't think I shouted it out yet during the second half, so take one here similar to the first half, in that I really enjoy the creativity behind these little segments. They're like art style changes basically, and they're used to great effect all the time. The fact that this is happening again, and it's by a part of the same family.
まあ彼とはよく2人で話すと言いますか
I just want to say, I like where all of this is going. It's fantastic. Do carry on please and thank you.
主に恋愛についての話をもちろん将来についても語ってます恋愛将来結婚なんか言われるの
Yes! Yes, that's perfect! Why do the glasses keep breaking? Oh my god, that's such a good line!
お父様、大丈夫ですか貴様にお父さんと呼ばれる筋合いはないもうそんなことない
Who seriously would have thought you'd get another win for comedy right there? Oh dear lord, that was one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in any anime!
それは僕が望んでたもののはずだけど
ありがとうさあ、教室に戻ろうよ
はい
Take one more here for just the culmination of his character arc here, going from wanting to return home to just being unsure of things back and forth to now being incredibly happy with his friends and family.
初めての幕張ドームライブにチャレンジ
悪道
イルマ様は幼少期より理事長の下で大切に保護されてきたため正常には疎いのださせい
Suddenly and unexpectedly introducing a new piece of world building to the anime, that being a devil idol and the place where she played a concert, but also the other half of this win is finding out how Az rationalizes the things that Iruma should really know about this world but doesn't.
ゲームやスポーツなどでパーッとストレスを発散させるわけです
Finding out how they began a better and less evil and violent life as a people by inventing ways to entertain themselves and draining their evil nature. Very creative way of dealing with a logical issue, since they're demons and all, I mean. Yui from Snafu! I can hear that immediately. Don't even need to check it, she's got a great voice. Somewhat minor plot twist!
はい、よくできました。はい、頑張りましたね。兄弟はいつもよくできましたなのに、魔力も普通で不器用な私は頑張りましょうで。失敗しても力が弱くても誰もバカにしない。むしろ優しい。
Didn't anticipate suddenly getting another character's backstory whilst nearing the end of the season. Hopefully season 2 carries this on as well. Seriously shocked at how there's been, to my count, 3 individual songs accompanied by 3 long sets of animation required for each of them. That's a tremendous amount of time and effort that goes into that, and so all the praise in the world to the team who worked on this.
バレてはいないけ
なんで僕の名前
Oh, it's so random. She handles this scene perfectly. She's amazing.
だから僕もあなたみたいに全く目立たない存在になりたいんです
This is one of those anime where the misunderstandings are dealt with terrifically.
気をつけてたはずなのにやっぱり僕のせいかも
What an oddly, incredibly well-detailed clock up on that wall.
表面水の温度の調節
Yet another unique and original bloodline at that!
一体何が起こっているの
I didn't think I'd see him dressed as a girl, but yeah, here we are.
話は少し前に遡る。
It's oddly intriguing that over the course of the previous 5 episodes or so, they've been routinely warping backwards and forwards through time during the episodes. It's quite a unique way of forming the episodes and not at all unwarranted.
クロムちゃんとイルマちのためだよ
熱い炎であなたのハートを燃やしちゃうよ
Yeah, this.
あんなに目立ちたくないって言っていたのにそっか彼は誰かのために目立っちゃう子なんだ
That's actually an amazing way of phrasing his character in this new world, to be honest, because it's true, he just wants to remain hidden, born out of him being a human in a world that seemingly may want to eat him if he's found out. But yes, he does act in this way for others. Not because he's asked, but because he's kind and wants to help. Says so much about him. Are you frigging kidding me? A 4th song with loads of animation in it again? Are you crazy? In all honesty, not only was the song actually catchy, but the visuals were beyond stunning. Take a rare 2 wins here for that. Looked gorgeous, I mean, look at it!
あなたを治療したらすぐ帰っちゃったけど
直にコンサートを見たりしたら我々が興奮して倒れてしまうのでいつも通り家で揃って応援します
A well-fitting, nice and warm end to that part of the story, ending on a much more positive note. This start to the final episode, just really contrasting the first episode where he was a fish out of water. Feels like we've come very, very far since then.
ああ遠慮しないで食べるがいいなぜこうもドキドキするのだ
I actually was going to hold off on giving her any other wins since I think it's fair to say your boy has doted on her this video, but that was cute and awesome.
ベッドもふかふかで暖かくて
僕すっかり魔界に馴染んでる
Just as I mentioned in win number 318, this is contrasted by his reaction upon first waking up in this new world, I believe in episode 1. That's 2 nice callbacks.
ご飯で元気満タンにしてあげよ
ご飯などでイルマ様が元気にいやご飯かいいかこの件はイルマ様には極秘だ
ラジャー私たちだけで
イルマ様のために料理を作る
For the final time of this season, have one for how they act. It's been crazy consistent all the way through every single episode. They've been a comedy duo, they've doted on their friend, supported him at every turn and treated him the same as always. It's been a joy to witness such steady writing throughout.
しかしこやつに聞くと私の品格が砕け散る知ってる考えろこの絵を見る限り唐揚げいやマッフルだぞ
あずあず唐揚げにチョコかけるの
唐揚げだった唐揚げだった唐揚げだった唐揚げだった
They just do comedy so damn well!
みんなが一番大好きなものはマビーの手料
They did a 5th and final song!
すっごくほら
She's acting like a dog. Oh, I'm gonna genuinely miss all of their characters, and especially her, I think. It's that randomness she does so well, and the voice actor is beyond perfect.
朝ごはんできてるよ天気もいいしお散歩でも行こうか
朝っぱらからうるせえっつったんだよじいさん
Wait, what? Epic level end of episode plot twist, what's going on? That end of episode plot twist was god level. What an epic way to end the series with a cliffhanger. I so enjoyed that. They can take a grateful final win here for a bright and positive, well written and acted out anime with fantastic animation and stories. Truly loved that, and I very much hope in the future that I get to cover season 2, but obviously that will depend on the patrons voting it in down the line. So if you'd like to see it, please consider using the link in the description. And if you pledge at least $4 per month, you can vote in everything I cover. I very much hope that you all enjoyed this video, and as always, a like and a comment is very much appreciated, plus sharing it around to anyone you think may want to see it. And of course, I'll see you in whatever video you choose to watch next, and hopefully one day in season 2. Nathan Byrne, Bird Without a Word, Tyler Warner, Ali 50, Kawada Takashiro, Ted L, Isael Caldera, Mr. Waffle 64, Kieran Robinson, Chris Harris, Yona Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Steelers, Matthew Blanchett, Kim Munt, Manuel Morales, Conito, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Blitzcloud, Orekeeper, Kepper, Jeffer 6263, Magnus, Kevin Nelter, Brendan Krier, Kaj Vorzelman, Sean Graves, The Epic Commander, Galaxy Boss 22, Leaf Arn Hammer, Sentimento, Gaten 2000, Storm 970, Inakami and Water, Your Ed Vincent.